Well, I wasn't going to break down Squabble Up, but since so many people watched my private message to Kendrick Lamar, I guess I will break it down, tell you guys my process, and you tell me what you think, okay? Okay, so when the original intro to Squabble Up came out, this was what everybody decided it was, and I thought, okay, sure, I don't know, but I accepted it and I didn't look any further. And then Anthony started looking at Squabble Up and he figured out that, hey, not only are there multiple references to poetic justice, but I think there's a reference to our original poetic justice video on TikTok where Anthony refers to the beef between Kendrick and Drake as a squabble. So that got my mind kind of going. And I didn't initially start with Squabble Up. I started breaking down Whacked Out Murals, and I caught another reference that I believed was to us. So I'm going to start a little bit with Whacked Out Murals. To summarize Whacked Out Murals, it is about how the media and the critics have been whacking out his art. I've been misrepresenting his art, and he has a problem with it. And that makes sense. That tracks with everything that we've been saying thus far. Now, everybody knows that in Whacked Out Murals, he calls out Andrew Schultz because Andrew Schultz responded. But what a lot of people didn't catch is he also called out Charlemagne and then the other guy who was like running some sort of Ponzi scheme. He calls those guys out in that song. And then later on, a few lines down, he says, pay the real fellas they severanced. That would be us. When we made the poetic justice video, we were unemployed during COVID, and about 20 days after we made our first TikTok post before Euphoria, it was a couple of weeks before Euphoria, we started making TikTok posts about poetic justice, defending Kendrick before the squabble even really started. So when that happened, about 20 days later, after the SNL skit, after all of that, Anthony got severance from radio. So I believe that is a reference to us because we are the only ones talking about it and we were severanced from radio. Now remember, nobody else is talking about poetic justice, even though it's referenced throughout his entire discography. He makes multiple references back to that track and what happened with Buried Alive, Poetic Justice, and everything that happened after that. Possibly an NDA. Imagine if that was you, that was your art, that you did this amazing thing, and then your colleague made you sign an NDA. You could never share that art again. That would piss me off. I know it would piss you off. I think it pissed Kendrick off. And yes, it is bigger than that because of who Drake represents. Drake is the industry. Drake is the industry darling. He is the plant. He is an actor. He's a Canadian actor playing an American rapper. I said that 4 years ago back in the original video. You know who else said that? Pete Davidson. He met the guy and he told us in an interview, this dude is an actor. He is playing a lifelong role. He is not who he pretends to be. So that's squashed. That's been common knowledge. So now that you have a tiny bit of background, let's jump into Squabble Up lyrics because this is where things get really, really, really interesting. Okay, God knows I am reincarnated. I was stargazing. I am a new man. I was observing, looking at the stars, moving on. Life goes on. Life went on after what happened, okay? I need all my babies. What are his babies? His art, his fans. That's what he's referring to. Now comes the broccoli line. Woke up looking for the broccoli. A lot of people think this means, weed. But what do we know about Kendrick? He doesn't smoke weed. So that doesn't make any sense. Now, okay, I gotta tell you. After Anthony figured out that he thinks Kendrick's watching our stuff, I think Kendrick's watching our stuff, I thought about it and I was like, broccoli, we have a broccoli video. And it took me weeks to convince myself that this was actually a possibility, but we have a broccoli video. Let me show you. This is the broccoli video. I am singing about chopping broccoli because it is a reference to a skit from the 80s by Dana Carvey. In the caption, we just say, if you know, you know. And it's a reference to a Dana Carvey skit back in the 80s where the intro to that song, he's talking about, here's how to be a rock star. You just you play the piano, you do this voice, and you pretty much can make up whatever lyrics. You can sing about anything. It doesn't have to make any sense. So it's about rock stars singing about nothing. Drake. So he wasn't waking up and looking for our content. He goes on to say, high key, keep a horn on me. That's Kamasi. Now, again, all of this helped me believe that this is actually possible. So truth, I keep my alerts, I keep my horn on me, that Washington. or that Kamasi. Who is Kamasi? Kamasi Washington, it's his horn guy. But I think it's a reference to he has his alerts on Washington. Washington State is where we made both part 1 and part 2. We now live in Michigan, about an hour outside of Detroit, which he makes several references to Detroit. He goes on, the IP ownership, the blueprint is by me. He's saying he's seeing his own intellectual property, the blueprint of what to understand the codex for this art installation. He is seeing it. Mr. Get Off, I get off at my feet. He's the master who masturbated on our favorite MC. That's a throwback. He references his own material quite a bit. And a lot of people thought that he said and mop feet, and I know Genius has that as the lyrics, but I've gone over it and I've looked at a bunch of different lyrics versions. That's the only one place that it says that. I don't think that that's correct. I think it's get off at my feet, which he's getting off at his own feet, what he has done, what he has accomplished. Then he says, here's the music, now here's your chance. He wants us to decode it. And again, the Roots video, the Roots song is about listeners listening to the music, they want you to listen to the music. And there's a message in that song too. You should go back and listen to that song because it mirrors a lot of what Kendrick is saying about the industry. Buddy pass, bet I get him splash till he hydrate. That's a reference to him saying, Drake got a pass, but I kept him paid till he's full. Bounce out. Now, no, he's spooked town. Eyes dilated. He's scared. I'm going to take him out. I got the money and the power both gyrating. He's missing the respect. Rap looks good, but she's still associating with the wrong guy. I walk in, I walk out with the safe. He broke into the industry and he committed a heist. Mando, let me know what to play. Commander, let me know what to play next. He is trying to rally the troops. He can't fight this fight alone. This is a fight song for all of Kendrick's fans, everybody to dig into this music. Hit his turf, get crackin', double back like a deluxe. What he's saying is that this is the second time, not the first time. Have you ever walked your enemy down the whole time? This has been since Buried Alive, guys, since Buried Alive. 50 deep, but it ain't deep enough. He's saying you're halfway there, but you got to keep digging. You're not deep enough. Remember, Buried Alive. Fuck a plea, there you go, beat him up. What he's saying is that they're trying to good game this and end it, but without acknowledging what happened the first time. They're trying to play it off like it's not that big of a deal, oh, okay, Kendrick won the rap battle, everybody shake hands, we're done. But he's saying he's not done because he didn't get the credit from what he did on Buried Alive and Poetic Justice and back then. And because to understand Kendrick, you need that. That is the codex. That is the key to unlock all of his music. Then he says, fallen from a money tree, but it grew throughout the month. It fell off of a money tree. What's under money trees? Poetic Justice. But it fell off, but it didn't die. It grew over time. Spit a loogie at the camera, speeding off. Yeah, it's us. It's Pac, it's Kendrick, and it's us. And maybe we're wrong about a few things, but I see it, so maybe. Hold up, where you from? Another reference to Poetic Justice. He makes this reference several times, and I think I need to make a whole other video just about those lines. Dun, 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 baby rockin' it. That's another reference to I Need All My Babies, his fans, his art. Quid pro quo, what you want, because I'm watching it. He is watching the discourse. He sees us and he's saying, let's work together. Work on the floor, let me know if you clocking it. The people on the same floor, we are in radio, we're on the same floor. Do we see it? Yes, we see it. Brody won't go, but I know that he's popping it. He won't back down, but I know that he's close to popping. Wolf tickets on sale till I silenced it. It was empty threats till I did it anyway. Pipe down, young. These are some whole other politics. They told him to shut up. It's bigger than him. But he recognized that they were more scared of him. Don't hit him. He's got kids. That's what they told him. Don't hit him. They got kids. My apologies. They told me not to do it because he's got mouths to feed. But I'm different. We're here. My friends are about to help me end him. Blaps on blaps. He's dick slapping him in the face with the truth. And then, yeah, like I said, why are you doing this? He doesn't feel bad for them because why are you doing this if it's fake? Why are you putting this guy on if he's a criminal? And that is Squabble Up. That is my best go at it. Tell me what you think.